Speaking of unqualified, have you seen the pick that Donald Trump made for Attorney General of the United States of America? Matt Gaetz from the 1st Congressional District of Florida, where in many regards he is the laughing stock. He is truly a Florida man, but not in a good sense. Matt Gaetz, whose only proximity to justice is the ethics violations and the ethics investigations that were ongoing, that was supposed to drop this week, wasn't it? But investigations into his parlay with an underage, with a minor, sex trafficking, partying and drugging her, allegedly. This is who is going to be over the Department of Justice. This is the man who is going to execute Donald Trump's plan for retribution. This is the man who's going to do nothing more but to make sure that every person in MAGA is cleared from January 6th. He's going to make sure that every person who is under investigation for any reason, if they are loyal to Donald Trump, he's going to make sure that there's no investigation into them. And for everyone who opposes Donald Trump, elected officials, commentators, preachers like me, we will find ourselves under investigation underneath this new Department of Justice that they intend on gutting from the inside. I want to play a clip for you so that you can see the priorities of Donald Trump as it pertains to civil rights, because it is the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice that has brought forth many of the victories that black people have gotten in this country. What do you think they're going to do with that? You think they're going to let that stand? You think Matt Gaetz is going to sit around and watch civil rights unfold in favor of black people? They're too busy trying to make America again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That slipped out. They're too busy trying to take America back to the Confederacy. And so Matt Gaetz, without question, is going to be the individual who does two things. One, he's going to turn the Department of Justice into an ideological tool that will be used as a weapon against you, against anyone who dares speak out against Donald Trump. He's going to turn the Department of Justice into a free-for-all for conservatives to get away with anything they want to get away with. This is how much they really hate America, by the way. This is how much they really disrespect the founding fathers. This is how much they truly despise the Constitution, that they will put somebody in a position as intricate, as important as the Department of Justice, and they will put someone there who, one, is unqualified. Simply, just outright, pathetically unqualified. He is a laughingstock of his own party. His own party doesn't like him. Ask Kevin McCarthy. Ask other Republicans who know that this pick is not only pathetic, but it's ridiculous, and it's indicative of the fact that Donald Trump is going to be a slumlord president over a shithole nation. Talk with me, somebody. I'm sorry. I got to call a thing a thing. I got to call a spade a spade. We are on the fast track towards destruction, and it is being led and steamrolled by a man who is so self-absorbed with his ego that he would find it in himself to destroy the United States of America. All for what? Why? Because Barack Obama joked on him and clowned on him at the nerd ball? What's that thing they call it? Is that why? Donald Trump is so self-absorbed with his own ego that he must put yes men around him. You think Matt Gaetz will ever say no to Donald Trump? Matt Gaetz is too busy drinking Donald Trump's bathwater. You think Matt Gaetz is ever going to say no to an illegal, unconstitutional order from the President of the United States? No, he's too busy trying to go out with underage girls. You think Matt Gaetz is going to do anything for civil rights for anybody other than white folks? Absolutely not. Matt Gaetz is a pawn, a pathetic pawn. I would think Donald Trump would have better taste. But this is who he picked. He is a pawn who is going to do literally anything and everything that Donald Trump tells him to do. And you know what? That's exactly why Donald Trump picked him. Pretty sad, actually. Laughable, but sad at the same time, that this country, that while it was not perfect, we now live in a country that is efficient. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done.
It's not perfect, but it was slowly, very slowly, too slowly becoming a more perfect union. And instead of us continuing down that path of the moral arc of the universe, I don't mean to preach. I honestly don't. I got to get out of here. But this pick in particular, this decision to put Matt Gaetz in a position of power instead of putting Matt Gaetz in the position of a prison, because of his behavior, because of the allegations, because of the ethics investigation, because of what he allegedly did with that minor at a party with drugs. Because of that, we can rest assured that sexual assault will go unnoticed in this country. We can rest assured that injustices will go unnoticed in this country. We can rest assured, oh, Lord have mercy, we can rest assured that the criminal element that is MAGA will never be investigated ever again. God have mercy on this country as we go through this self-inflicted MAGA tribulation. No, let me correct myself. The great MAGA tribulation of the book of Revelations, chapter 13.